you mentioned that yourself, that you finished recording an album just a day before your heart attack, which, by the way, you really scared us, man. Please don't do that ever again. That was really scary. But how do you think, and obviously it did not affect the album, that incident, but how did, if at all, it affect and influence your perception of life, of your musical journey, of your legacy, and did it change the way you live your life today at all?
Well, the biggest thing is the diet. Part of the reason I got into trouble was I didn't know I was diabetic. And in hospital, they kept saying, "Are you diabetic?" This was before the operation. And I said, "Not that I know of." And then one of the nurses said, "Well, let's get you tested." And I was diabetic, so that contributed towards my heart attack. So I got to change my diet because of that. Part of the problem, I had massively high cholesterol and triglycerides. I've got to change my diet because of that. I'm on lots of medication now, which really, if I'd known, I should have been on before. I may not have had a heart attack. But I've always been trying to make the next record. I've always been trying to make a meaningful record. If not, when we did the trilogy, somebody said, "Oh, it's going to be difficult to better this." And Chris and I said, "We're not going to try and make a better record. We're going to try and make another interesting, powerful, passionate, emotional record that is interesting and means something, has truth in it, and that has a melody in it, that the instrumental is part of the journey." We don't just whittle away. What we do is we go, right, what do we do here? How does this melody on the guitar, this instrumental is as important as the vocal, but the vocal is the most important thing. But this is as important because it's a part of the journey. This is taking you now. Okay, now I've told you, now listen to this and you will feel what I'm saying. That's the idea that we have with each instrumental. If it's shorter or longer, if it's in different sections, that's what we're trying to do. So with my work, the doctor said to me, "Oh, you'll be able, if you have the surgery, we're confident you'll be able to live a normal life." I'm like, normal is not good for me. I want my life back, which is not normal at all. That's the life. And when they were taking me in, the doctor said, he was a professor actually, I was very lucky that came to look at me the first time. And he said, "Well, you can have the surgery, or some people choose not to have the surgery and try and get better without it." He said, "Those are the people that believe the world is flat." And I said, "Well, doctor, do they fall off the edge of the world?" He said, "Yes, they usually do." And he said, "When we open you up, we can fix anything." So I said, "Well, that's what I want." I said, "I've got to get back to work. I can't leave it like this. I have to get back to work. I have to see my fans. I've got to get back." So I was very lucky, and I had the surgery. It's a quadruple bypass, and I was able to get back. And we had some shows that hadn't been postponed, that was still in for October. And my manager said, "I really want you to try these shows. Okay, if you can't, if you feel, but I really want you to try. I think you could do it." And I said, "Okay, I'll try." And I was very nervous, anxious at the first one, small show in Bridgewater. And a couple of fans had flown from different parts of the world to see that first show. And a lot of hardcore fans were there. And it was a very small stage, so I didn't have to run around a lot or do anything. And I sang well, and I got to the end, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And I had 5 days then till the next show. And that was a bit, okay, I've got a bit more. And then it was 6 shows. Okay, I'm coming back. And then I had the Wolfsbane tour, 12 shows. All right, then, I'm on my way. Still weak, but my voice was strong. And now we've just done Spain, and it was incredible. It was incredible. Absolutely able to sing my absolute best, better than I sang in a long time. So I'm very, very lucky. And, you know, no one, not one fan gave their ticket back, and not one promoter cancelled. They all said, we will wait. While I was in hospital, they said, we'll wait. That's it, we'll wait. Everybody stuck by me. And you know what my fans did? The T-shirt that was printed for that tour, they all bought that shirt, man. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. A shirt for a tour that just can't happen, and they supported me and got me through. So it's just incredible the support I've had, and I hope that with the Circle of Stone, the reason I'm so relieved with what you said, it means so much to me. I just want the fans that believe in me and support me to like the new album. You know, if they say they don't hate it, I'll be pleased. But for you to say you like it, I'm absolutely, man, I'm over the moon.